in New Brunswick, and times were kind of tough there as far as the economy goes, and unemployment rate was really high. So I applied for a job as a front of house server at a new restaurant that was coming up, and I don't know if I wasn't pretty enough or what, but they said, well, we have some room in the back. We're looking for some kitchen folk right now. So, and I didn't have much cooking experience, other than hanging out with my mom or whatever it was. And so I said, sure, yeah, I needed work, right? So when do I start? And in I went and worked with a really high energy, passionate guy who loved cooking and was just excited to be in a kitchen. And he was almost like the equivalent of a New Brunswick style Emeril Lagasse, you know what I mean? He was just so excited about food and cooking and the team and camaraderie and all this stuff. So I got my start in an environment that was probably much different than a lot of chefs. You hear the story of I had this old Swiss chef that used to beat me with carrots and all this kind of stuff. That wasn't my story at all. I came from this really cool environment where, we were this team, this brotherhood of chefs that all came together in an opening for a new restaurant, and it was amazing. So from there, I just continued on with it, and came out, got some work, and then got signed on as an apprentice and started culinary school at Camosun College. And again, it was as much about, for me, it was as much about cooking and the passion for food as it was for the camaraderie. My passion for the cuisine came a little bit later, after I developed this sort of love for the social atmosphere of the whole thing. Once I started school and kind of went through my apprenticeship, did some traveling. I took off for a year, spent some time in Southeast Asia, Malaysia, Singapore, Thailand, then a year in Australia. I'd met a chef working here who moved back to Australia, an Australia guy, and he invited me to come work at his restaurant. So I went and did that, and I think that's really where I developed this keen love for food, because the food there was like nothing I'd seen back home here. I mean, I'd seen good food and we'd had a lot of fun, but the food there was fresh, it was vibrant, it was local, I guess, is what caught me the most. Like, Australian cuisine isn't. It's a mismatch of like Indonesian and Polynesian, and then some English mixed in there, and Portuguese. It's got this big mix, but yet all their ingredients come from Australia, for the most part, in my experience. I wanted to do some cool stuff. I wanted to do like yam gnocchi and sage brown butter sauce, or fresh salsas. These amazing heirloom tomatoes were coming through the door, and we're just, not doing anything with them, putting them on garnish as a salad. I wanted to push the limits, and in the chef's defense at the time, it was probably not the right fit for the clientele, and that's what I've come to learn now. My youthful exuberance has maybe come full circle now, and to this, in the extent that like I still have that passion and drive, but I understand as well that you have to cater to the people you have. So that moment coming back from Australia, now that I look back on it, and you've certainly enlightened me a little bit there, is that it forced me to mature and understand a bit more of how the business works, and that it's not just about me, as much as I'd like it to be. But like, the most important thing is you have to pay attention. Like, if you just come to work and you do your job and you go home, and you don't feel like you learned anything that day, or you don't feel like you noticed something that was cool, or you noticed something that was either right or wrong, make your own decisions on that. But I really think if you're not paying attention, you're just gonna, end up flipping eggs somewhere. I don't know. I mean, I love Victoria. This is I've been here now for 16 years or something like that, 16 or 17 years, and I can't imagine really living anywhere else. Sometimes on the rainy days, you're kind of thinking you'd like to be somewhere else, but no, I love it here. I think we kind of live on a little fantasy island, to be perfectly honest. We have everything here. Like, there's a bounty of amazing food, amazing people. Anything you want is right here at your doorstep, realistically, And I think my food was very, very good at the competition. But is it what I really love doing? It isn't, no. Fortunately, I like to cook. I've got a rabbit, Moroccan rabbit tagine in the oven at work right now, and I can't wait to lift the lid on that thing and smell the vanilla and the dates, and I'm just, and the cinnamon, like, yeah, that is what excites me. Now, is it going to be presented in like little micro greens and pulled little pieces all over the plate, which is cool. Like, don't get me wrong, it's really cool food, but it's not me. Like, I'd rather put the leg on, in the tagine pot, pull it out, and just gnaw away at it. Helping the farming community grow has been huge for me. I think, I firmly believe in it. I believe in local food and local agriculture, and I believe in helping local farmers. So that's, that to me means more than any gold medal at a competition, to be perfectly honest. We need to slow down. We need to remember core values. We need to remember what it is to love, to breathe, to eat, to drink, and to, yeah, that's way more than one sentence, but yeah, we need to slow down. We need to stop. We need to remember what it is to live. What moves us, what makes us tick, and we need to find that again. And I think the only way to do it is to stop.